Well, hello there. I hope I didn't keep you waiting for too long. I'd feel terribly sorry if I did. I know many nurses love to keep their patients waiting. It's quite sad, isn't it? I'll be honest with you. I've had quite a few doctor visits where I had to wait multiple hours just to see the doctor. Isn't that sad? Well, I guess you aren't here to make small talk now, are you? So, I'll go ahead and have a seat with you. Let me see here. It says here you're in for a yearly checkup, along with you left some doctor notes. First most being you'd like to discuss your mental health, among a few other things. Well, don't worry. We can certainly do that for you. Well, first, we should start off with your checkup. We can get to the other stuff you're worried about later, but I'm very eager. It's very important that we check on your physical health. It's rather important, is it not? So, as you see, I've already prepared the patient bed for you. So, go ahead and lay down for me. Get comfortable. Comfort is important after all. I know many people are afraid of doctors. I don't want you to be scared of me. There you go. Nice and comfortable. Now, time for the checkup. Looking at your physical physique, you already look very good. Tasty. Just doctor humor, you know? I think. Anyways. Now, we will start with your ears. It's very important to check your ears after all. Just hold still. Well, I don't see any debris in there. You've been keeping your clean ears, haven't you? Good. You're so well behaved. Taking care of yourself is very important. But we should do a little test first to make sure you can hear fine. So, listen to this and tell me if you can hear it okay. How does that sound? Nice and clear? Good. I'm glad you can hear it fine. I guess your ears are all right. Now, we should check your eyes. So, will you look at me? It's as easy as that. All I want you to do is look into my eyes. The only reason I'm grabbing your chin is to make sure your head is nice and centered. It's nurse protocol. Good. Keep your eyes on me. You have very, very beautiful eyes. Did you know that? I could stare into them for hours. But they're a bit dead, aren't they? Who hurt you? What did they do to you? It's okay. You can tell me. I'm your nurse after all. It's my job to take care of you. My job to listen to your problems and your needs. Oh. I guess you're right. We are getting a bit off track. I did tell you we do a physical checkup before a mental checkup, right? Okay, I apologize. Right. Okay then. We checked your ears. We checked your eyes. Now, it's time to check your mouth. Open up for me. Open up nice and wide. There we go. I know I'm just using my gloves and my fingers instead of a popsicle stick, but you may not know this, it's actually new protocol. It's a new method. Well, yes, I think they told me that sticking your fingers inside is just more accurate. And plus, it's easier to control the tongue. I'm sorry, did I make you gag? It was on accident, I promise. But your mouth seems to be in perfect condition. So, you don't need to worry. I'll go ahead and write that down. There we go. Well, your head checkup is all done. But now, we have to do a checkup on your body. Your very sweet, beautiful body. What do you mean? You think I'm unprofessional? Well, that's quite rude to say to your nurse, isn't it? Well, you're unpatiently? I'm not very good at these comebacks. I'm sorry. It's just... Why am I locking the door? Well... I think I've made you wait long enough. It's about time I tell you the truth, my love. Would you like to hear it? Would you like to hear why I'm here? And why you think I'm so unprofessional? You do want to hear it, don't you? Well, lean in. Listen closely. I'm not a real nurse. I've never been to nursing school. I've never worked at this hospital in my life as a nurse. If you want my honest truth, why am I here? Why am I dressed up as a nurse? And why did I look the door? Why did I lock us in together? Well, the truth is, I've been waiting for an opportunity like this. An opportunity to catch you alone. You see, I've been working here as an assistant for a very long time. Not a nurse's, a doctor's assistant. I'm simply a desk assistant. I help check patients in, I help check them out. Very typical stuff, but it's a paying job, you know? And I know there's a privacy policy. I'm not allowed to look into patients' information. However, you caught my eye. I remember last year when you came in. You were just like anyone else. Honestly, at first I didn't care for you. But then I started to read you things you wrote down. You seemed to understand me. Aside from a simple hello and here's your paperwork, I had never spoken another sentence to you. But as soon as I read your files, I knew you were the one. I know it might sound like a bit of a stretch, but I went through more than just your files. You see, once you gave me that paperwork, I was able to obtain all the information I needed. Your full name, your address, everything was there. I knew that where you were born. I knew everything, you know? It started off small, actually. I only looked at your social media. But you hardly posted anything, even about yourself. I never got to learn. I just saw a few things you liked, maybe the people you followed. But it just wasn't enough. Nothing was ever enough. I had to go deeper. One day, I decided to check out your address. You don't have any recording devices on you, right? You saw the sign, no cell phones allowed. Good. I decided to check out your address. I know. Are you growing pale? Are you worried? Well, will you at least hear me out? After I went to your house, I had to know more. While watching you, I learned about the location of your hidden key. The one you keep to get into your house in case you lose your original. I saw it. So one day, after you left your house, I went and used the key for myself. You just left it there for grabbing. What else was I supposed to do? You were practically inviting me to snoop around in your life. So I did. I went through your room. I went through every drawer. I even found the things you keep under your bed. Honestly, I was incredibly fascinated with you. You understood me so well. Your emotions, your experiences, the things you loved, the people you loved. You cared. And I wanted to know what it was like. I wanted to be in your life. If you thought I looked familiar, there's a reason for that. I've actually bumped into you a few times throughout the months. Multiple times in grocery stores, at gas stations, wherever I could meet the opportunity to just brush shoulders with you, have you apologize. It was just nice to have you speak to me. And whenever I got the phone call that you were saying you're ready for your yearly checkup and you wanted to schedule an appointment, I took the opportunity. The truth is, I never told the doctors or nurses that you were coming. I kept that information to myself. I fooled you, didn't I? You thought they were gonna help you. But now, you're alone with me. This room is one that they haven't used in ages. It was for a doctor that retired years ago, but they haven't found anyone else to use this room. So now, it's just you and me in this soundproof room, and no one knows you're here. Isn't this exciting? Isn't this fun? You get to be alone with me, trapped with no way out. Even if you wanted to scream, even if you want to try to leave, there's no one that can hear you. There's no one that can help you. You are mine. How does it feel? How does it feel to be trapped with me and here alone? And I'm pretty too, aren't I? Aren't you glad I wasn't an ugly girl that was obsessed with you? Aren't you glad it's me? I get to be yours. You get to be mine. Just you and I. So, do me a favor while you hold still. I promise this shot won't sting. It'll only take a second. There you go. Aren't you starting to feel sleepy? Shh, it's okay. You can relax. Now go to sleep. Sweet dreams. Are you waking up now? Are you finally up? Honestly, considering I'm not a real nurse, I don't actually understand doses and stuff that well. Part of me was starting to get worried that maybe I gave you too much. But you're awake now, aren't you? A little drowsy, I'm sure, but you don't need to worry about that. It's not as if you can move. You see, the doctor that used to reside back here was actually a form of a psychiatrist, a therapist. But they would deal with the patient who would have outbursts, the ones that were very, very emotionally disturbed. And so the bed you're laying on was prepared with restraints. I promise you, my love, no matter how much you fight, no matter how much you squirm, you won't get free. I made them extra tight just for you. I don't want you to grow loose now. It's just easier this way. Even if I'm not a real nurse, I've always been curious about examining the human body. When you were a kid, didn't you play doctor with your friends? Your little buddies would come over, you'd lie on the bed, pretend to give surgery to one another. It's gonna be like that. You and I are going to play doctor, except I'm a nurse. And, well, I suppose you're still my patient. Isn't this fun? I'm already enjoying myself and we haven't even started. No, this is gonna be so exciting. Alright, you ready? Sweetheart, really? Do you even know how to listen? I told you that no matter how much you struggle, you're not getting free. This was meant for people that struggle. This was meant for people that have outbursts. So, just do me a favor and hold still. I just want to play with you for a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that, is there? You and I having some fun quality time together? It'll be nice. So, hold still. I promise I'm not going to get any medical tools involved. This is just going to be like, we're going to play pretend. Like I said, this will be fun. I never want to hurt you. I just want to figure you out. So, I guess we should start over. Hello. I'll be taking care of you today. I'm Dr. Pillow. Doctor. I'll never actually have that title, but does nurse sound cuter? I want to be cute for you, you know? Well, that doesn't matter. Let's check your files. It says here that... See, right here. Yep, I circled it just for you. It says you need surgery on your stomach. Oh dear. Is that why you're shirtless? Well, don't worry. I've only been staring a little bit. Admittedly, it was fun taking your shirt off. Well, we should get started on that surgery. What if it's dire? I don't want anything bad to happen to you. So, come on. I got my marker here. I'll let you in on a secret. The marker's gonna be my scalpel, so I won't actually hurt you. So, let's start by drawing the incision line. All the way from the top of your stomach to the very bottom. And then we have to go the other way. All the way from the very left to the very right. There we go. Got it all drawn out. And now we get the scalpel. Yes, this is a plastic knife. But I promised you I wouldn't be using real tools. No, I'm not lying to you. This is just a silver plastic knife with a very sharp edge. Totally not a scalpel. Even if it were a scalpel, like you claim it is, I promise not to cut you. So, hold still. Because if I slip up, I might accidentally make an incision. We wouldn't want that, would we? Good. Now hold still for me. It's very, very, very important for a doctor to be precise. I want to make sure I'm precise for you. I don't want to hurt you. I meant it when I said that. I'm being extra careful. It feels cold, doesn't it? It's really cute how your stomach clenches. Is your stomach clenching because it's cold? Or is it because you're scared of being cut? Maybe even a little bit of both. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to nick you. Oh, there is a little bit of blood. I didn't prepare any bandages. I guess I have to lick it. I just can't let it keep bleeding like this. Hold still. There you go. All clean. See, mouths are very useful. Don't tell me that's unsanitary. Jeez, you and I are just role-playing. I told you that. I'm not a real doctor. Don't try to scold me. Well, now that we've got your stomach open, it's time to close it up. I don't want you bleeding out or anything. You know you have to close you up after surgery finishes. So, here we go. We gotta stitch it. Needle in, needle out. Needle in, needle out. Needle in, needle out. One more time. Needle in and needle out. There we go. You're all sewn up. Don't you feel so much better after your surgery? I'm sure you do. New organs and everything. I even gave you one of my kidneys. I'm joking. Honestly, I just wanted to play with your body a bit. I love how soft you are. Your flesh feels very nice. You're just wonderful, you know that? Well, I guess now I would like to focus on that part you wrote down. Your mental health. It was the main reason I found fascination with you in the first place, remember? I've seen you write it down, I've seen you tell your friends about it, but I've never gotten to have you talk to me about it personally. So, why don't you tell me what's going on in your head? I'll listen. And I'm a good listener, I promise, so go ahead. That's terrible. Why would they do that to you? I'm so sorry. You know, I went through a similar experience one time too. When I was a kid, I never really got along with anyone. I also wasn't very smart. And no one really liked me, you know. I was easy to pick on. One day, I was walking home from school, and a group of my classmates, they decided it might be funny if, you know, they were to come around and teach me a lesson. It messed me up really bad. Why would they do that to me? I was a kid. I was just a kid. I didn't deserve any of that, you know? And I wish I could say it stopped there. I really wish I could. But it continued so long. It continued for so many years. And all I ever wanted was someone to love me. I just wanted someone to love me. And that's why I grew a fascination with you. No one's ever understood me. No one's ever understood how I feel. But I could tell you understood. I am glad. You know what? Can I lay with you? I would really just like to cuddle, you know? You and I are both pretty sad right now. So, I'm gonna lay on top of you, okay? I know you can't really move, but I'm a bit worried you'll try to hurt me if I undo your buckles. And realistically, after this, you could very well find someone to report me to. You know where I work. You know what I look like. It wouldn't be hard to convict me. But for now, I would like to just enjoy this moment with you. So, I'm gonna cuddle with you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Nom, nom, nom. Mm-hmm. Nom, nom, nom. Whisper, whisper. You're so cute. You're so warm. I love being with you like this. I don't think I've felt this happy in a really long time. I very much needed this. Thank you. I wish you and I could lay like this forever. I wish it could just be the two of us till the end of time. I love you. I love you so much.